Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today I'm explaining the airline modifiable information in the FENIX A320. So just like in a car, in an airliner you can also have options to have certain systems installed or not. To give an example, you could have brake fans installed or not. You could have ice detection installed or not. And here in the FENIX under sim settings you have the prompt airline modifiable information. And there you can actually then choose to have certain systems installed or not. So in this short video I'll go through all of these options and explain to you what they mean. We'll start out with the FLS option. FLS stands for FMS Landing System, and it's another way to fly non-precision approaches. So for example, here in Innsbruck we have the localizer 2.6 approach, and with the FLS option engaged you can actually fly the approach pretty much like a normal ILS approach. Unfortunately, here in Microsoft Flight Sim and the FENIX, it's still a bit of a hit and miss, so I don't really recommend using this feature. Let's now have a look at the auto TCAS function. When you don't have that on, you're going to have to fly any TCAS resolution advisory manually. However, if you turn this option on, you will see, in case of a TCAS traffic alert, a blue TCAS text there below the alt cruise. And in case of a resolution advisory, it'll become active and the autopilot will automatically follow the traffic avoidance maneuver. The next modifiable option is the LDEF, or the lateral deviation pointer option. If that is off, obviously at the bottom part of the PFD you won't have a scale that shows you the lateral offset. If you switch that on and you have on takeoff power set, or during the approach phase active, you will see that lateral deviation pointer. So now we come to the AC essential auto switching. What on earth is that? I don't want to get too technical here, but it simply is a feature where the essential AC bus feed is automatically switched over from AC bus 1 supply to AC bus 2 supply. Now when that is switched off, if you lose AC bus 1 for any reason, then the essential bus, so AC essential bus, will also lose power, which is actually quite severe if you look at the demonstration here. So essentially you are going into alternate law, you're losing CM1 primary flight display and nav display, and also the upper engine warning display, and that is until you manually select the AC essential feed for the alternate source on the overhead panel. So we talk about the early generations of A320s, and Airbus realized that this could cause some serious issues while flying, and hence at some point with newer versions they implemented the automatic alternate AC essential feed. So what this does is, in case of a loss of the AC1 electric bus, the switch over to the AC2 bus is done automatically and very fast. The aircraft stays in normal law. There is no loss of instrumentation, as you can see here. So a lot simpler to handle. Let's have a look at the next option. That's the yellow hydraulic steering. It means that instead of having the older versions of the first generation A320 where the nose wheel steering actually was supplied by the green hydraulic system, if you select this option to on, then the yellow system will supply the nose wheel steering. Hence, if you have a green hydraulic failure, then you can still use the nose wheel steering with the yellow hydraulic system active. Next is the nav in go around option. That is actually a fairly new feature. If I remember correctly, it was implemented on our fleet at about, I would say, 6-7 years ago. And if that mode is not active, what happens in case of a go around? The lateral mode will go into go around track. So it will not follow automatically your programmed missed approach procedure. It will just continue on the current track that the aircraft had when you selected the go-around. So if you select the nav and go-around mode to on, what will happen then, in case of missed approach, is that the lateral nav mode will automatically engage. And so now you don't have to worry about the lateral track. The autopilot automatically will follow the standard missed approach procedure. Now we come to the acceleration height above ground level. You can change it between 1,000 feet and 1,500 feet above the ground, and all that does is set the all-engine acceleration height either to 1,000 feet or 1,500 feet above the ground. So you can choose to have it follow the NADP 1, noise abatement departure procedure 1, or noise abatement procedure number 2. If you want to get more information on this topic, on the top right corner right now you see a link where I explain all about these noise abatement procedures. Now let's talk about ice detection. If that is turned off, you will have to, just like in the real aircraft, look for visual cues regarding icing, and there you have the icing pin indicator between the windshields. If you have ice on that, then you should start to switch on the wing anti-ice. On the other hand, if you have selected ice detection to on, then sensors at the lower front fuselage will actually sense ice buildup or ice accretion, and then you will get an ECAM caution message there telling you to switch on the wing anti-ice. And there it is. Last but not least, we come to the brake fans. If you have that selection off, you'll see that the push button to switch the brake fans on and off is missing. Have that selected to on, and voila, by magic, the brake fan switch appears. So for brake cooling, you can switch on the brake fans. And then in the outside view, you can hear that typical whine of those brake fans. And here you can actually see the fans turning, which is quite cool. And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the explanations to the airline modifiable information, or AMI, sometimes if you see that abbreviation. Right, if you've enjoyed the video, please leave a like, it would be much appreciated, and also maybe you would consider subscribing to my channel. That would mean a lot to me. As always, everyone, stay safe, and I wish you all happy landings.